So I come home tonight and there's this mysterious package waiting for me, and I don't remember ordering anything. I don't remember getting a shipping confirmation email or anything like that. What possibly could I have bought online or something? And I think, what came out recently? Oh, that's right. The August. It's the August Connect device, so I can actually control my automated door lock from anywhere in the world. Well, we'll see how well it actually works. So why don't we ask the August? Is it time for an unboxing video? August agrees. So you probably remember the August, at least if you watched my review of it. The August is one of the players in the connected lock, connected door, smart lock, automatic turn your door, whatever you want to call it, market. And it is one of the more expensive ones, and it is also one of the more stylish ones. And it's one of the only ones, not the only one, that you can actually find in stores. You can find it at Apple stores in a wide variety, well, four different finishes. And it's pretty cool. I did an entire review on it if you'd like to take a look at that, and kind of an intro into the smart lock segment as well. Take a look at that. And otherwise, let's get right to the unboxing, shall we? Let's go ahead and just open the box and see what actually is inside. I would assume it is the August Connect because it says August. If not, I would be quite surprised. Pretty simple, and a somewhat difficult, there it is, get rid of that. Nice little plastic, very simple, no funky packaging, not really well protected, and here is it. I'll take that out so everyone can have a lovely look at it. There it is, the box anyways, and we'll see how they want us to go ahead and open it. We've got tabs, so we've got to pull these guys off, and we'll just go ahead and cut these. So we can just slice through it all, never to be able to return it again. And so here's the back of it with some instructions, and here's the top of it and bottom of it with all the Bluetooth information, Wi-Fi, and little barcodes and stuff like that. Alright, so we'll open this guy up, and we've got an inner box, of course. Use the nice little, so this lifts off, and this is your, I would assume, is a Get Connected guide, which it is. I'll go into that in a second. So the actual device sits in a tray. Everyone's taking cues from the way that iPods and other high tech. I don't want to say that Apple's stolen the show lately, but obviously this is a nice way of packaging your device. So we've got this guy. Actually, he comes right off, so you can see I have pretty small hands, and it fits. There we go. It fits pretty nicely. There's the stylized logo. The August logo, and the sides you've got just a little bit of a, I don't know if I would call this a chamfered edge because it's plastic. It's just white plastic, and on the back you just have your prongs there. Nothing is polarized, so you can put it either way. A barcode and some information, FCC stuff, and pretty much that's it. Very, very plain Jane. And we'll see if there's any other goodies in the box. Sadly, no more goodies. So we'll put that back there and set that aside for now. And so here's the Get Connected, and a little part number on the back. And we'll take this out here. And we've got a little guide. I'm not going to go through the entire guide. Actually, we've got a guide, and we've got terms and conditions. Oh yes. So I guess I must agree. If I open this, I have now agreed, and then I've read the entire thing now, that I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. I wonder if there's like a signature in there that you could do. So here's it is. Pretty easy to simply install the August, which we've already done. 2 months now, going very well. And plug in, connect, and use. And questions, and you can contact them for pretty good support. Their support's actually pretty helpful, and So there is your unboxing. Let's go ahead and get the August the August Connect up and running, and let's see how it does. So we've got the August Connect. Well, it's not quite connected, but it's plugged in anyways, and there's a solid, slow but steady flashing green light, however you want to interpret that. If it's anything else, you've got a problem, you need to unplug it, restart your Wi-Fi, take a coffee break, something like that. I ran into a problem only because I was cutting up all these different segments and I waited too long and I connected and I disconnected. So we're going to do this as if you're just doing it at home and you're not trying to do a unboxing and review video. But anyways, moving on, you want a slow, steady green light on the August Connect, and the app you can use whatever device, iPod, iPhone, Android, anything that just got the August Connect or the August app on it, and it needs to be the latest version, so it's got the information and technology in there to do the Wi-Fi Connect stuff. So without further ado, let's switch over there from my home automation Indigo thing, and we'll go ahead and tell it that we want to go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi. Simple as that. And you'll need the Connect, obviously. Begin scan. And we are registering and looking good. There's the Wi-Fi network that I want, so I'm going to go next. Good old cup and strings, very high speed Wi-Fi, old-fashioned. I'm just making jokes here while it connects. Waiting for the Connect to connect, so to speak. And it used the Wi-Fi information, so I didn't have to put in my password or anything. So that's actually pretty darn cool. And we will wait a moment while it finishes the setup, and then we'll go ahead and test it without. We know we can run this thing with Bluetooth, that's what it's built on, but let's do it. And is now connected to the Wi-Fi network. There we go, and continue. So we are there, Wi-Fi settings, so we know we're good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up here, and now you can see the new icon right there for that it's got the Wi-Fi symbol, and then we can connect. So I'm going to turn off Bluetooth, which is normally the way that we do this. So we'll test it to see. Turn Bluetooth on. Okay, well that's fine, but I really don't want it that way. All right, so I guess let's just see what happens. Ah, there we go. I turned Wi-Fi on, and there it is. So you have to turn the Wi-Fi option on the app. All right, so now we'll do this. We'll confirm again. Bluetooth is off, only Wi-Fi, and let's go ahead and open the lock. Turn Bluetooth on. Doesn't seem to like. That's kind of strange, but anyways, all right. Wi-Fi's on. Here we go. Unlocking. So about a second delay or so. That's not too bad. And we're going to switch here in a second. We'll go to the, we're going to switch cameras and devices so we can try it on LTE. And let's lock it back up. 2. So not too bad. It's not as instant as it is over Bluetooth. And let me show you that real quick. You saw the delay there. And let me go and pop Bluetooth back on. And it's going to go ahead and scan for the lock, which takes forever. August, please make this shorter. Go get a cup of coffee, come back, run a marathon. There it is. So now you'll see when I tap this, it pretty much unlocks almost instantly. So there is a bit of a delay on the network over Wi-Fi. Don't know why that is. It's going out, to China and back. Don't know. So we can go ahead and lock it back up. And there we are. So so there's that. Let's go and switch things around and try it over the internet. No Wi-Fi, just strict over the cellular network. All right, here we go. Okay, so we've now switched devices. This is actually the device I normally, it's an iPhone 5S, and it's normally the device that I record all of these episodes on, sometimes with different lenses and whatnot. So now we've switched over to the iPod Touch 5th Gen, and let's give this a shot. So obviously I can't mirror the screen because I've got Wi-Fi turned off. So to prove that I've got literally turned off, you can see the icons, hopefully, perhaps, and we'll assume that you can see the icons. They're turned off, Bluetooth is off, and Wi-Fi is off. So now I'm going to go in here and it says turn Bluetooth on. So I'm going to go and I'm going to turn on the little Wi-Fi icon, and it is giving me the status of red. And the door is, August is in locked mode. So I'm going to go ahead and tap it. It says unlocking. And it was only about, say, 2 seconds or so. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and relock it. That's not too shabby. Now, when I actually did this a few minutes ago just to test it before actually doing it on camera, it did take it a couple seconds. It took like 5 or 6 seconds for it to carry out that command. I don't know if that was first contacting servers or LTE, cellular networks, I don't know. But it did take a little bit longer. If I have it, it's showing red, it's locked. If I unlock it, it does not immediately, actually that time it did. I stand corrected, actually. It did automatically check the lock and go ahead and update the status. So that's actually very, very helpful. And if I bring this up, let's just see if it'll update the status again. After I lock it, it's not showing me a status update. I guess I could turn this off and I could turn it back on to get the update, and it'll go ahead and check it and see that it's red. So I think I would like to see some sort of push notification if something is locked or unlocked. I really should be seeing some kind of notification if I'm away. I think that would be really, really helpful. So August, obviously this is the first implementation, and so we can talk about that in some future episodes. But overall, at least the connectivity works. It does what you expect it to do, and it's a pretty simple setup process. My process was a little more complicated because I screwed it up, but yours should be pretty straightforward. Now let's just talk a little bit more about smart locks and where we're at, and then we'll wrap it up. So what's my first impression of the August Connect device here? Well, it works pretty well. I haven't really had any issues with it, aside from I was trying to create, a how-to unboxing, review first take video, which I split everything up, waited too long, blah, blah, blah. But ultimately I was able to get it reset, and their documentation online let me reset it, and I simply got it connected, and it was no problem. And it generally does work pretty well over Wi-Fi and over the internet, over LTE, whatever your cell provider might be. And that's really all this thing does. It's not like it makes the August better in some other way. It just allows you to connect a different, through Wi-Fi or through your cellular connection instead of specifically over Bluetooth. The Bluetooth connection does take a few seconds every time you try to dig out the app and unlock it manually or lock it. And that's really not the point here. The point is you want to come back to your home, have it automatically detect you, unlock before you even get to the front door, which it does that reliably. No problem at all. It does the automatic locking reliably, no problem at all. So this guy allows me to simply check on the place. Maybe it decided to not automatically relock itself. Maybe somehow it was unlocked, whatnot. So speaking of other things with the August, it is one of the top end. It's $249 just for the device itself, which is crazy expensive. And I'm crazy for buying it. And then another $50 for this. So that makes it $300. And you're all watching this video going, oh, you must be made out of money. And that's absolutely not the case. And in fact, I have a feeling I may just sell the August in another couple months because the field is getting quite crowded with all the different players. Lockatron just announced that they have a new product called the Bolt, and they've abandoned their old product that was more expensive, and they had a lot of problems with getting it shipped out to their backers. They basically gave up, created a new device and a whole new way to manufacture it that apparently is reliable, and the new device is going to be cheaper. And it will not do what the old device did, which was automatically have Wi-Fi built in. They will have their own device called a bridge, or I think it's actually called bridge, that will be optional, that you can connect the Lockatron Bolt to your Wi-Fi. But otherwise, it'll start at $99, and then again, $50 for this guy. Another entry just came on the scene called Sesame, like Open Sesame. So they've got a smart lock. They have I believe they're selling it also where they'll just sell you the smart lock for $99 and sell you the upgraded device that will bridge it to Wi-Fi for another $50. So it seems like the price point is going to be about $100 without Wi-Fi and $150 with Wi-Fi. And so I think August may have to decide to drop their prices to compete, because other than style and a couple finishes, I really don't know what else there is that really distinguishes this product from the rest, except for reliability, battery life, and whatnot. We're just going to have to see. For me, the August has been very, very rock solid for what it's supposed to do, and we'll see how it does with this August Connect. The industry, the whole smart lock market is crowded now, and there's a lot of players in it. We're going to see probably in another 6 to 12 months who, so to speak, who reigns supreme, and ultimately who is going to be the top end and the leaders. I think smart locks are one of these things that you really need to see it. I think it's great that some of them are actually in stores, and the challenge is for most consumers, they're just weird names. And the only one that's really got any real cachet, or a couple of them, are the locks that are made by known names, such as Kwikset, Schlage, and any of the other ones that are tied to something that consumers will recognize. People have never heard of August, they've never heard of Sesame, except for the phrase, Lockatron, and there's just so many of them. In fact, there's another one that came out just about 2 months ago called Haven, and it's actually not a replacement lock, it's actually a device that sits at the bottom of your door and pops up to force it so that someone cannot force your door open. So many different ideas, so many locks out there. It's going to be really interesting through the rest of 2015, and we're only in the end of February at this point. So thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone for subscribing, liking, I already said subscribing, liking, sharing, and whatnot with the videos. This is the Lighting Answers show, and I'm Joe DeGanzik, a lighting and home automation consultant here in the Phoenix metropolitan area. And this series is all about LED lighting, home automation, lighting design, and kind of tying all that stuff together. And these reviews are the core part of it. And of course, we have informational shows and the Q&A shows that we're doing as well. Look for an updated, probably in the next month or so, an updated episode about which LED light bulb you should buy, because it's now 2015 and I need to do a new one. So other than that, please do subscribe. Please, that's on YouTube. Please send in your questions. You can do that at questions@answers.lighting. You can get us on all the social media things. That's where all of those things are. And if you want to support us, we occasionally put out Amazon product links in the episode notes on YouTube. If you use those, you will support us by a couple pennies here and there. And if you really do like the show, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/lightinganswers. It's kind of a Kickstarter for ongoing projects, and you can donate as little or as much as you like on a monthly basis, and we would love your support. Other than that, we'll have more great episodes coming up, and we will, of course, talk about the Apple Watch, which the next event on that is now March 9th. My previous episode, I was wrong. So we'll just see if it still comes out officially on sale on April 17th. All right, that's it. We're wrapped up. The August Connect is a pretty good product, and we'll see how it does long term, and I'll put out an episode for it. I'm Joe DeGanzik. This is Lighting Answers. I will talk to you next time.